Hey fam, welcome and welcome back. We're gonna slip into the darkness for another round. Yes, the silly animals are ready for the pick-me-up. That's the rule here. If I get dark, we gotta lighten the mood, alright? Because this particular topic and my words are probably going to offend or upset some folks, and I am sorry for that. But it is the internet. It is a bit of sorry, not sorry, because this is something I've been wanting to discuss for a long time. However, offending you isn't my intention. Of course not, right? My intention is to ask you, why are you gatekeeping? And I'm not going to, spend the entire video throwing statistics in your face like they're my shield. We're only going to look at one, the national statistics. And I'm sorry if you're not American, I'm not trying to ignore or overlook, but I am an American and I only feel comfortable speaking for myself and then, sitting down and listening when others speak for themselves. You know what I mean? This is a mutual respect party, therefore, feel free to join in. Yeah. See, folks really like to throw statistics into our faces, right? And my reason for having a dislike for statistics, especially on subjects like DV, SA, and IPV, is because not everyone is reporting. It's not a gender thing. Not everyone is reporting DV, SA, and IPV. And, there are those worried about repercussions or those who think what it doesn't matter. What consequences is this person going to have to deal with and such, especially if it's a man's world. You got stupid phrases like, you can't the willing. Let the fuck out of my face with that shit. Are you kidding me right now? Because there are also too many men and young boys not reporting, having horrible mothers and not reporting, horrible babysitters and not reporting. I will never feel respect for the bullied becoming the bully, and I will also never understand having the intention of creating a safe space, a so-called safe space, only to get pissed off when a guy says that things like DV and IPV are fucked for men too. And then you fling out your statistics, right? And the thing is, when we actually look at the statistics, look at these numbers. They're not that far off from one another, are they? You see this shit? Yeah, sure, they spread apart in certain areas, but again, who reported? And what about those that haven't yet? See, the numbers, the things that matter to me, I hear you when you open up to me. Those are the numbers that matter to me. The things I'm actually being told from other human beings. For example, an ex of mine has an alcoholic for a mother, right? And she's been absolutely horrible to her son and her daughter. That same ex, when he was a kid, had a babysitter who had a daughter, and her daughter liked to cut him. Yeah, you heard that right. To this day, he has scars on his cheeks and his arms and such from her. And while we're back on that topic of babysitters, I wish I couldn't say this. I wish I didn't know this. But I've known multiple guys who say that they lost their virginity to their babysitters. No. Let's actually talk about this, okay? The first time I ever heard this, I was in high school. And if I recall correctly, he said that she was 16 and he was only 8. Fam, he hadn't even reached the double digits yet. What the hell? Who does that? How is that okay? Are you kidding me right now? And when these guys tell me this shit, they're saying, it's like they think it's bragging rights or something. And then they see my face. And they see me like blinking at them. Like, are you okay? Are you okay? It's like it didn't even occur to them, fam, what it really was. Because again, who does that? Who does that? And you can sit there and be like, oh, well, you know what happened to her? Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to discredit any of that shit. My point is, I'm also not discrediting that too many males have this freaking experience, fam. What the fuck? And you may autopilot the whole trend of that never happened response, but that doesn't change anything for these guys. That doesn't change their lives. It doesn't change their childhood, all right? Nor does it change how skewed, how messed up our society, our culture is to make little boys consider crap like this to be any kind of bragging rights. Like, if creating a so-called safe space, if creating a safe space is so important for streamers and the like, then why are you gatekeeping survivorship? Huh? Why are you claiming to be a feminist and yet also refusing to see and believe that men are victims too? And I don't want anyone to know this pain. No one should be wishing this kind of kindred soul crap on others, right? No. It's like, you know, like maybe you can understand why so many girls and women don't want to hear guys join the conversation like that. But why are you discrediting his pain at the same time as yelling at him for seemingly discrediting yours? He isn't riding your coattails. He isn't trying to get in the last word or switch it to, woe is man, poor buddies. What if he really isn't trying to soak up and bathe in your sympathy? What if he really has been suffering too? Huh? My whole point is don't say you want, not, this isn't my only point, there are multiple points, but don't say you want a safe space for victims and survivors if you're just going to gatekeep the safe space. This isn't a pissing contest, Barb. I don't give a fuck about your penis nor your bra size. I don't care. You're being rude and you're blasting it everywhere, and that's not okay. Never has been, never will be. Don't bitch at others for something that you are in the process of doing yourself. I got like riled. Like, this topic gets me heated because it's like I've been seeing this and hearing this my entire life. I'm AFAB as fuck. I'm also non-binary. I'm one of those people who grew up being a chickie mama that had a lot of male friends because I could be myself around them. I didn't have to deal with so much superficial bullshit. And these motherfuckers open up to me, okay? And too many females are not hearing this shit. They're not realizing. Too many people are pulling that, well, nobody, blah, 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 nobody cared for me, nobody took care of me, nobody protected me, nobody defended me, so I'm just going to look out for myself. I'm just going to take care of number one. Or too many people, something happened to you, and therefore you hate anyone who has anything to do with that. You know what I mean? That resembles or whatever. Like, there's a big difference between being triggered and having PTSD or CPTSD, complex PTSD, and hating an entire gender, hating an entire race, hating an entire anything. I'm not trying to discredit your pain and your reactions and how difficult it can be to work through this shit. That's not, I'm sorry if I'm coming across that way. I really am. That I'm very sorry for if I'm coming across that way. That's never going to be my intention either. But stop being the bullied that becomes the bully. You're becoming a part of the problem. And for too many human beings, that is a choice. That is a conscious decision. And it's not okay. Everyone deserves to grow up in a safe environment, regardless of their gender identity. Alright? I'm sorry if this this is huge though. I consider this very huge. You know, like, having to deal with this crap in our lives, again, I'm gonna repeat it as many times as I need to. This isn't something we wish on people. I don't want you to understand. I don't want you to understand in your own way what I've gone through. I don't want anyone to know this shit. Right? But when somebody comes to you and somebody is like, wow, this person, this streamer, this person is like, I don't want to like name names and stuff, because there's someone who really inspired us, like, that's it, we're talking about this, that like enabled this video to happen 100%. I think she's really nice and I enjoy her streams. She's a fellow dancer. She's practically a neighbor. We're both Seattleites and shit, you know what I mean? But like, you have no idea what that person has been through. Stop gatekeeping pain. We're all human, and too many of us know this pain. The cycles need to stop. No one should feel any right to doing this to anyone. Ever. Can we at least agree on that? What is with the gatekeeping? Jesus. Anyway. All right. I'm gonna bring myself down. I'm gonna bring myself down, for this is really important though. This is really big, and not enough people seem to grasp this concept, and it's really starting to. It was grinding my gears a long time ago, fam. Like, I don't even know how to describe how I feel about it these days. All right, but you know, like, if you're human, I don't wish any of this on you. Okay, if you're human, no one should be doing anything that falls under IPV, SA, and DV. No one should be doing that to you. You don't deserve that. You don't have to put up with it. Don't let anyone tell you that you can be sued for defamation for speaking out. That is a false narrative. You cannot be sued for reporting to the authorities. So yes, get that kit. Get that test done. Get as much evidence as you possibly can, because that person had no right to do this to you. And you have every right to report to the authorities. That's not how she got sued, fam. That's not what did it. You legally cannot be sued for defamation or anything for reporting to the authorities. Please, please, please know that. You got one side saying never fear truth, and you got the other side spinning these false, these are 10 steps back for women. Victims are going to feel like they can't speak out. Fuck that. Never fear truth. You can speak out. Report to authorities. Collect as much evidence as you possibly can. Yes, that is your right. Don't feel like being an imperfect victim is going to ruin things for you. Fuck that, fam. I wish you the best. I wish you to not know anything about this or understand any of this. You know what I mean? I wish you the best. And until next time, and beyond, all the beyond, please take care. I swear I'm trying as well, okay? I'm trying. I'm trying, fam. Okay? I'll do it if you do it, alright? We in this? Alright, cool.